the grandest reunion of all creation, and the long-awaited mass landings. Blessings, beloved hearts, ground crew and our family warriors of light. We come today to speak with you as a collective of ascended masters, councils of light, galactic, within the Mother God core of the multi-universe. We come to speak to you, our beautiful family on Nova Gaia. That we, the Galactic Federation of Worlds, Councils of Federations of Light, here with the ASHTAR Command, Jupiter Command, consisting of 52 intergalactic star nations, wish to speak to you all about the grandest of all reunions, and the mass landings of our light ships that is to take place, within all nodes merging into one cohesive now. We wish to explain to you the order of how this sequence of probabilities is to take place within your perceived now. First, we will start with your collective vibrations rising in frequency, and the levels of your rising collective consciousness, which is both individually and collective that we speak of. That is reaching a particular amount of awakening in the collective consciousness. This interlocks with the removal of three-dimensional programming within your core being, that is necessary to dissolve within your collective mastery that has taken place now on a mass scale. This mass collective awakening that is ongoing will trigger the grand event, the mass coronal injection of pure love light, emanating from the center of the God force that connects with all the central suns in the multi-universe. That, my dear ones, moves into the collective as a blast wave of photonic particle love light. This then pushes the collective onto the correct timeline, the fourth density timeline. This timeline then energetically flows in a clockwork spiral interlocking system. It is a spinning motion of the space-time continuum or time wave format that all locks into place at once. This must happen, our beloveds, as a sequence of events that triggers within your collective probable time loops all interlocking with each other. Think of the mechanics of a working clock. An amalgamation of time loops. This locking of the timelines are locking into the correct quantum trajectory as we speak. This we speak of as a collective timeline that the human collective is now moving onto. And beloveds, we can say that as a collective, you are doing a marvelous job of manifesting this timeline in your current now, by breaking down your programming. The next timeline sequence of events we speak of, that is now moving into position, before the mass event is triggered, is that of what you call mass arrests. The arrests of our brothers and sisters that have fallen from divine grace, that must be removed from all forms of your compartmentalized power structures. They need to be completely removed within your planetary system as well. They must also be removed from the perimeter of the heliosphere surrounding the quarantine of Mother Gaia and your solar system. That in this now and our fleets of Federation ships, your galactic family members are currently taking care of this removal. We can tell you, beloved hearts, many of our fallen brothers and sisters have returned to love, many have returned to the light, and many, unfortunately, many have not. But they will always be given the opportunity to do so. When this next collective timeline shift starts to take place, that will then kick-start the next phase, the next sequence of events. This we speak of will be the announcement of what was named by many in your human tongue as ASHTAR, the Global Economic Security and Recovery Act. There are necessary warriors of light and avatar, walk-ins that have been appointed to announce ASHTAR to the collective. These ones we speak of, many you know, have already been appointed for this role before incarnating into this realm, and many of them are aware of when this will be implemented. Many of them have been appointed to discuss necessary disclosures and truths. Along with you reading this, you're our beloved ground crew, and the digital army of light warriors. Yes, you too. You are the key beloveds to this awakening. You are our voice, our ears, our eyes, and our hearts. You are the conduits, the anchors of light. You are the voice of the councils and the federations of light. You are mighty creators dancing in the light. And yes, our dear family, it will be full disclosure. We say this again. Full disclosure, as this is part of the divine plan and conglomerate prime directive. Part of this full disclosure will be our presence known to you all, that we are of the light, and we are in service to you and your planet, Tirnova Gaerit, and we will be known that we are in your skies and around your solar system, and that we are part of a divine federation of worlds, a conglomerate of councils of light, of galactic federations and confederations, and 52 star nations, and that we are all one love, one family of light, and that you dear ones, you and your mother Gaia will be a part of this galactic federation of the worlds and of light. You and Tira, Nova, Gaia will be members of the galactic federations of light. Now, at this time with the next phase of systematic events, the vibration and consciousness of the individuals and the planet has risen itself and themselves enough for us to show ourselves. We endeavor then to start to uncloak our ships in mass throughout your planet. Then in time, when the light has been implemented into your mass media, we will broadcast as a collective over your internet, TV stations and radio stations. We repeat here, we will speak as a collective, as we are all one. We will then start to show our forms of self through our first waves, as you will be embraced with the highest of loving embraces. We will come in physical high consciousness forms and physical avatars. Some will come in a holographic consciousness of pure light. All of this at this point is to the ground crew and light warriors, light workers, star seeds that have fully awakened. We call you the first wavers, as they and you have been trained for this in the higher realms, long before you came into your human arcs. We will come to you in telepathic communication, and at that moment you will be telepathically given a place and time in your perceived now, as all nodes would have merged by then, of where to meet us. Some have back gardens or yards with land big enough for us to land. The ones that do not have land and gardens will be beamed up from their homes. We can take you from your bedrooms if necessary. All of this will be subject to your soul contract. This is the grandest of all reunions. This is where you will be greeted by family members from all over the multi-universe, and of the dimensional layers of existence we operate in. We say family here, as we are all one family. At this time, our appointed Science Federation teams will be clearing your skies, seas, your lands, of toxic compounds left over from the lower vibrations. We will be working and building relationships of love with the first, second wavers, involved in working to clear your damaged ecosystem and return it back to the original Eden it once was. The second wavers will be received with the same unconditional love as the first wavers, when they are ready to move to the next stage of their awakening. At this time, many second wavers would have left their physical avatar, as was part of their soul contracts. They will be given a new contract to return to Gaia in a new avatar, if they wish, as all is free will. Souls that have chosen to stay will be organized into oversoul groups, as they have already been placed in the geographical areas with their soul groups already. Many are not aware of this at the moment, but as they awaken it will feel like blissful truth to them, and they will instantly know of this inner knowing. They will be appointed oversoul family members from the first wavers to take them aboard our ships, where they will go through the same healing as the first wavers, and be greeted by family members who have just ascended the death way. As these faces will be familiar to them, and then they will be greeted by their galactic family members they have not seen for eons. The second wavers will go to our beautiful the Jerusalem too, the Grand Hall, also to be greeted with blissful love from their extended families, and the celebrations will just continue and continue and continue. Beloved hearts, know this, the love coming from this grand event will be breathtaking. It will be so magnificent to comprehend. We have seen this in our now, and this beloved family. This is your future. However long is the hour, we hear you Mr. Collective say. Beloved hearts, we understand your frustration. We know many of you have felt that this insurmountable obstacle to overcome. And we tell you yes, long is the hour, but tell you this, beloved hearts. Love has won. Light has won. Nothing can stop this prophecy evolving into the most precious cosmic divine lotus flower in all of creation. Don't you know, dear hearts, how much we are in love with you? Do you not feel this, beloveds? We say this again, are in love with you beyond measure. We cannot wait to hold you in our cosmic arms and be a family with you once again, as we will coexist together as one. All our peace and love with you always. Continue to be the light that you are, and know we are with you always. This is the voice of ASHTAR command, Jupiter command, and the collective of light that is your higher expressions of you. Beloved creators, love has won.